The Sun Sign News Daily Horoscopes are for information purposes only. The Sun Sign News Daily Horoscopes are not intended to replace professional medical, psychological, legal, or investment advice. It is the intention of the author of the Sun Sign News that the daily horoscopes be used in conjunction with one's own common sense and, if warranted, the advisement of a professional and licensed physician, psychologist, attorney, or investment advisor. Welcome to another edition of the Sun Sign News. Today's horoscopic reading is for Wednesday, July 26th, 2023, calculated for sunrise, Eastern Standard Time, and beginning with the sign currently occupied by the Sun, Leo. Aside from the potential for a very hectic schedule, most career matters should go well today. There is an exception, though. Vindictive behavior is likely to backfire. Money matters are mostly unfortunate for the day, but well-considered purchases for the home made prior to noon should be okay. There could still be a little bit of a chill in the air when it comes to romance for your sign. Maybe it's time to put some of that famous Leo charm to work, huh? If involved in athletic pursuits or competitive sports, the opposition should prepare themselves for receiving a sound spanking. Virgo. Career matters for your sign will be under less than favorable influences today, and there is likely a need for you to moderate your temper and any aggressive instincts. Communications, as well as addressing any legal matters or government red tape, will be under more favorable astrological conditions if handled prior to noon. The stars indicate some restriction in money matters, which can, subsequently, become a primary source of stress throughout the day. And while still under an influence that inclines towards seriousness, romantic relationships are under favorable influences. On the upside, Virgo is slated to be an aggressive and formidable force in athletic pursuits, though with a need to guard against injury and exhaustion. Libra. At work or in the practice of your profession, you are likely to be full of drive to achieve your goals or objectives, and just as likely to meet with some strong opposition. The stars say to take the path of least resistance today. Money matters are looking a little shaky today too, and worse, it looks like you could be inclined towards an impulse purchase or two. Bad idea. Intimate relationships are under favorable influences, and some sort of secret rendezvous in the morning could leave you grinning like the Cheshire Cat for the rest of the day. In sports, while you should be able to function well in any sort of team endeavor, your speed and agility are likely to be a bit subpar today. Scorpio. According to the stars, it looks like you could have a rival in the workplace today. Perhaps even a backstabbing, two-faced, dirty, well, you get the picture. But the stars also say that you hold a significant amount of power in the workplace today, and certainly enough to overcome the stratagems and machinations of some chicken-lipped snake in the grass. With the exception of the now routine advisement against gambling and high-risk investments for your sign, money matters are looking solid for Scorpio prior to noon, but afterwards there could be an inclination to utterly destroy your budget. In matters of the heart, it looks like your significant other may require some extended emotional hand-holding today, whereas single Scorpions are likely to find themselves almost irresistible to the opposite sex, and the potential for crossing paths with a new romantic prospect this evening is high. In athletic pursuits or competitive sports, you are likely to be somewhat under your normal levels of physical performance, but armed with enough drive and attitude to still scare the hell out of the opposition. Sagittarius. According to the stars, the old three-ring dung show has come to town and set up the tents right in your personal workspace today. Well, grab a chair and a whip, archers, because the stars also say that you have what it takes to beat this career-related nonsense into submission. Apparently, your sign is not presently on the cosmos list of recipients of its generosity, and financial restrictions persist throughout the day. Ergo, keep your money clip and crypto tucked away somewhere safe right now. Intimate relationships are under not so favorable stars today. but it looks as though you can overcome a lot of challenges in this area by being a good listener. Once again, the upside for your sign today is to be found in athletic pursuits, as the stars are suggesting skill, dexterity, and peak physical performance. Capricorn, at work or in the practice of your profession, you might be in for a bumpy ride today. Group or team efforts could turn out to be challenging, and coworkers or employees can tend towards defiant or worse. Money matters rank at about so-so, but here's a forecast we're sure you'll appreciate. In matters of romance, we're predicting for Capricorn the potential for the fulfillment of most any reasonable desire. Single goats should go along for the ride if friends try to set you up on a date. And then there's the rest of the bad news. If involved in competitive sports, there is an inclination towards lowered speed and energy, as well as a tendency towards injury and exhaustion. Aquarius. Well, it looks like something is going on in the workplace today related to your dissatisfaction with recent or current conditions, and those in positions of power and authority could be looking into matters as well as keeping an eye on you. Hey, if you've been in the right, nothing to worry about, right? Wrong. We suggest wearing an old shirt today, just in case a coworker decides to throw you under the bus. Nothing worse than tire tracks on a new shirt, right? Money matters are looking solid, provided you don't do anything foolish. Intimate relationships is an interesting area for Aquarius right now, as we're seeing very fortunate stellar influences overall, as well as the potential for new romantic acquaintances, the return of old romantic acquaintances, and romantic acquaintances with people from foreign lands or who are currently living in foreign lands. Busy, busy. In athletics, your sign is under good astrological influences, giving you what should amount to be a better than average rating, but it looks like team endeavors could be challenging. Pisces, career matters are under fortunate stellar influences today, and you should be able to effectively rally enough support from coworkers or employees to tackle any nasty job put before you. Money matters are also under favorable influences for the day. Romantic relationships are looking so-so, mostly due to the potential for your significant other to be feeling down, either physically or emotionally. If you're involved in competitive sports, this could potentially be one of your best days. Aries. According to the stars, while relationships with employers, managers, business partners, or primary clients could be difficult today, the actual work you perform is under a very favorable influence. Those who work creatively get a second scoop of the good fortune. Money matters are under contradicting stellar influences today, meaning that if you stick with well-considered purchases and transactions, you should be safe. But any sort of roll of the dice, literally or figuratively, is subject to a reversal. Intimate relationships are under very favorable stars today, and the potential for passion is significant. Sharing something personal or secret with your significant other will likely score you points. Double points for the naughty stuff. In athletic pursuits, prior to noon, you are likely to be the terror of the track, court, or field, but after noon, it looks like you could really blow it due to overconfidence, and blowing it includes getting yourself injured too. Taurus. In career matters, we're seeing the potential for your work or responsibilities to encroach on your personal time, perhaps even spoiling some important plans. Money matters are looking shaky today, and the potential for significant losses due to gambling or high-risk investments persists. Intimate relationships are under very fortunate stellar influences for the day, and single bulls have a good chance of crossing paths with a new romantic prospect. Now, keep in mind that it brings us no joy whatsoever to make a forecast such as this, but when it comes to athletics and sports, our prediction for your sign for today is slow and clumsy. Gemini. While at work or in the practice of your profession, if you begin feeling an overwhelming urge to break free from your current conditions, Well, you're not going mad, it's just the influence of the stars. Keep working on your plans to set yourself free from the nonsense. Money matters are under less than favorable influences today, and it looks like there could be an unexpected expense. The potential for romance for Gemini is looking very good, and if possible, a quick getaway could light the fires of passion. In matters of physical performance and athletics, we're forecasting your sign as being slightly above average and with significant challenges in team sports towards the evening. Cancer. Whether employed or self-employed, the power part of your day is likely to be from early morning and up until about noon. After noon, you're probably looking at some challenges with coworkers or employees, as the case may be. Money matters are under very fortunate stellar influences today, but there is also the suggestion in the stars that this is a good time to review long-term financial goals and any sort of business plan to which you might be adhering. Intimate relationships are under favorable influences for the day, but if there has been friction due to differences in life's philosophy, well, that could become a really big issue tonight. Otherwise, the potential for interpersonal intensity is high. Single crabs can potentially make a new romantic connection. In sports, your sign's potential is above average prior to noon, but after, the potential fades. If you have enjoyed the audio version of the Sun Sign News, we ask that you give us a thumbs up and even subscribe to this channel if you are so inclined. That will help keep us on the air and delivering a daily dose of cynicism and sarcasm wrapped in a supercharged daily sun sign horoscope. And remember, don't blame us.